in the game now, instead of talking about more food. Alright, so it's Orc versus Night Elf. I didn't know that it was Soin, like he has a really messed up name in the grid. It's like JJHW whatever. But it's another Orc versus Night Elf now, and he's doing something special. That's beautiful. So he got this first to just get an item, then gets a circlet, and then pulls the creeps away with his grunt. And also blocks this guy, so he actually doesn't wreck his Blight Master. That's just beautifully done. It's like really awesome to see. That's something pretty unusual. And it can work out quite well, I guess. He's pretty hurt now though. Gets a robe of the Magi, which is really not the best. But it's still quite nice for his TC later on, that he's most likely gonna go for. Remind on the other side, he's just creeping towards level 3 Demon Hunter. He got his Slivers of Agility, which is awesome for him. Ring is not that great, but it's still okay-ish, I guess. And he's already closing off his base with an early shop, getting his 4th Moonwell as well. And Soin is just gonna go aggressive, it seems like. He got his healing salves, is healing up, and just moving across the map. The thing is, the creeping that he did is quite nice to get like nice items, but he's pretty low on XP because of that. And Remind, on the other hand, is already pretty damn close to level 3, so I might be able to steal his creep though. He hit it too late, so he actually didn't get the creep. That's pretty unfortunate. He should have gotten that one with his Windwalker, to be honest, but he didn't do so. And Remind also managed to get the boots first and the dust. Well, actually, not sure if he got the dust first, but he definitely got those boots, so he can easily pick off that grunt. That one's gonna die. It's not gonna be his level up yet though. He's gonna be pretty close to level 3 though. There we go, 4 XP still missing. The Archer will probably still survive as well with so much Moonwell juice here. And even though the creeping was nice and all from Soin, I'm not sure if it really pays off. Because, I mean, he got that nice item. It doesn't really do so much for his early game though. He got some more Windwalks, that's great. But, like, let's say he would have gotten Boots of Calphalas. Then it would have been really awesome for early game. But like this, it doesn't do so much for him in early game. And Demon Hunter is almost level 3 already, while he still has like a low 1.5 blade. He already lost 1 grunt. So Remind really having a much better early game here so far. It's a best of 3 though. Soin apparently won the first map. We didn't see that one because we were watching Focus versus Rich instead. So Soin can still lose 1 map here without losing the best of 3. But of course he can also still come back into this. It's just not looking so great for him so far with this early game. I honestly don't really know how strong he is exactly. I almost never saw him play, I think. So let's see, but I think he still is pretty much at pro level. He's still pretty damn strong as far as I know. And he also just got a Slippers on his blade, which is pretty nice. At least he got level 2. So he's still not all too weak. Windwalking over here, he knows that he will have to defend his base, but he doesn't even have a 3rd bow yet, and he's not even building it yet, so that's pretty dangerous. But he's still only at 25 out of 30 supply. He doesn't need it all too soon, since he only has 1 grunt, and he's still getting his TC as well. But Remind already in the base here, and he will probably be able to cancel the Spirit Lodge. Demon Hunter not getting blocked enough, so he will be able to hit the Spirit Lodge as well. Has to be careful about the Beastmaster though. There's a staff though, and staffs him out in the last possible second. Spirit Lodge gets cancelled. And 42 lumber only for Soin so far. Beautifully blocking the Demon Hunter in here with his gold peons even. He wouldn't have gotten lumber peons here in time, so he's using gold peons instead. Loses 1 of them though, which actually hurts him quite a bit at this point, because, I mean, he's so low on lumber. Denies the Archer, which is definitely an awesome thing to do here. As he was probably lost it. And he actually gets out of there! Soin didn't completely block it, so Demon Hunter actually manages to get out of there. He could have even kept the Archer alive and just staffed it out, I guess. But he just wanted to play it safe and make sure that Soin doesn't get the Archer kill. And tier 3 tech already being more than halfway finished for Remind. Getting his first talents and adept upgrade as well. And he's gonna creep this expansion spot now with his Ancient of War. Wait, Spirit Lodge is actually coming up again, so it wasn't too bad for Soin still, with his economy I mean. Because he had 42 lumber because he already set up another Spirit Lodge. I actually missed that one, sorry for that. He gets a Ring of Protection for his blade, that's really not that great. But he's at least getting some creeping done, but in the meantime, Remind is creeping even more effectively with this expansion spot here. And he already has a level 3 Demon Hunter. And the last thing you want to have in this matchup as Orc is high level heroes from your opponent in a fight. Because usually what you hear from orc players and also for this matchup in general is that it's basically equal terms if orc has roughly like 10 to 15 supply more and they have higher hero levels. But now, so far at least, Remind actually has far higher hero levels. He's gonna go into that triple hero composition with the Tinker third, already getting his master upgrade. Venom is here already as well. He has a health potion for his Demon Hunter too, and still has a TP as well since he didn't have to use it early on. He didn't decide to sell the Surge Bone Sham, so he actually wants to keep them for his hero. Well, for his heroes, I mean. Some Night Elf players would have definitely sold it, I would say. But apparently he rather wants to keep it. If he would have sold it, he could have already gotten Tinker right now already. Maybe another heal potion, which could have been nice. So all of his stuff is a little bit lighter than it could potentially be, but it's still quite fine. But he has level 3 and level 2 already against level 2.6 and level 2. It's looking really, really good for Remind. And he's already going for an early push into that orc base. There's no TP for the orc. He has that Rob of the Magi on his TC for more mana, for more shockwaves, but if he doesn't get level 2 shockwave anyway, that doesn't do so much for him. It doesn't balance out the shitty early game that he had because of creeping this. And he's on the other side of the map now, while his first burrow is falling already. Pretty defensive pocket factory from Remind. He could have actually been a lot more aggressive, but I guess he didn't know exactly where So-In was on the maps, so he didn't go for that. But So-In already going for the counter base trade. He's on 2 lumber, he won't even be able to repair his burrows. He has 900 gold, but he cannot spend it. He's heavily supply blocked down. Every single burrow died. And he only got 1 Moonwell in return. Not even sure if he even has pillage or not. And that Wood Launch might also still die against that pocket factory. It will actually still die to the pocket factory. And he pulled out all of his peons out of the base to be able to save them. But he has nothing anymore. He has no shop, so he can't even invest into items with his 1k gold. He has no single burrow left. He's too low on lumber to even get 2 burrows. He can get 1 and that's it. And he's just trying to send away his raiders and his Blade Master to go for some base flaming again, because he has to buy time somehow in that way. But really, how is he gonna do that? There's a TP again for Remind. He's just playing it safe. It's 39 supply against 39, so that is still equal, but with the superior hero levels for Remind and the triple hero composition, it's just not gonna work out for So-In, and he has to evacuate his base again. Not even getting lumber with that vampire, since he's stuck anyway, he could at least do that, but he's not aware of it, it seems. And he's just completely getting torn apart. He's even building a burrow on the in the middle of the map, basically, to just get the burrows up somewhere, because it's at this point it's actually quite unlikely that Remind will go down there, so you can at least get a burrow somewhere. But Remind already now just going for the main building here, staffed home his Demon Hunter to handle this harass, and that's working out quite well for him. And So-In does have pillage, so he's getting some resources from this, but I think it's not gonna be enough at this point, really. Like, he's in such a bad position. 38 supply against 36 in favor of Remind. He supply blocked himself, but his orc heroes are on such low HP, and the Demon Hunter managed to defend this all by himself, while the orc base is basically completely dead. And that stronghold is going to fall for sure. So that is just gonna fall. Then Remind can just TP home, defend his base, and he's gonna win with time by getting Moonwells up again and the bigger army. So I don't really see So-In coming back into this game. He's trying his best, but at this point, honestly, it's not gonna work out anymore. He invested a lot of his gold into 2 heal scrolls and Invul Pod, so at least get something with it. But he has far worse hero levels. He doesn't have a base anymore. He has nothing. And, I mean, he has the gold to rebuild his main building again. Actually, no, not anymore, because he just invested into something else. And he can still get something from pillage, but there we go, it's GG. There's just a TP to defend. He will never be able to win this fight, and it's 1-1 with Remind just winning this game.